Good morning and welcome back everyone to the morning announcements. My name is Ali Abdul Sader and today is Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. Important co-op information. For senior students who did not attend the mandatory co-op meetings required for second semester, check your emails for the required links to get the information that was given in the meetings. There are steps that need to be followed in order for you to get the paperwork. Once you have completed those steps, you will be able to get the paperwork. For the senior students who did attend the co-op meetings last week, paperwork distribution will take place by the tractor at the main stairs during all three lunches only at 11:15 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, December 15, 16, and 17. You must pick up the paperwork packets at the time and during your lunch only. No passes will be given. We hope everyone's dressed up in their favorite holiday character today, but if not, tomorrow is Snowman Day, so wear white and accessorize to look like a snowman. This week, Ms. Hamoud, Mr. Mustafa, and Mrs. Altamonte are competing against each other to raise funds for the Joyful Heart Foundation Toy Drive. Whoever raises the most money by the end of the week will have to wear a snowman costume during all three lunches on Friday. Donate during your lunch to whoever you want to see dressed up. Yearbooks are on sale for $75. They are available for purchase in Mrs. Cubit's room in C203 before or after school and during all three lunches. Also, prices will go up after January 28th, so get yours today. Remember to take advantage of the peer tutoring available in the Media Center after school on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 2:55 to 3:55 p.m. Help in all subjects is available. All students interested in playing football next fall, there is a mandatory meeting Thursday right after school in the auditorium. Today is the last day to get in any donations to the Joyful Heart Toy Drive. Drop off any toys to room A221 or to your teacher's toy drive bins. Key Club is meeting today after school in the cafeteria. Stop by if you're interested in being a part of the club. The Paws Providing Animals with Support Club is having their first official meeting on Tuesday, January 11th in room B103. The meeting is in the morning at 7:15 a.m. With that being said, see you next time.
It's like a domino effect.
Do you believe that this, I would say, like, trend as taking school as a joke is happening because people are missing school a lot, everybody's going online, or because of COVID, nobody wants to like really engage in school activities or be around other people, or like their tolerance of people and everybody else is so low that the truancy level is like so high. Nobody's showing up to schools and students are turning aggressive with other students, with teachers. Currently there was a slap a teacher trend. What do you have to say on that?
So, slap a teacher trend.
Yeah.
I'm appalled by these things because at the end of the day, I think that regardless of your age, it always starts at the foundation of the family, okay? So I think the most important aspect is the infrastructure of a family as well as your parents, okay? If the parents are not teaching the ethics and morals that are entrenched within you as a teenager, as a child, I think that's where they start going wrong, okay? Coming to school and thinking to slap a teacher, where is the moral compass that tells you that's wrong? I shouldn't do that. How about if my mother was a teacher and she got slapped? How would you feel about that? So I think these days it's very difficult because social media, in a sense, is also brainwashing or manipulating certain people's moral compass and what the difference between what right is and what wrong is. And with truancy is a big issue right now. And just to explain what truancy is, parents can get charged with truancy if their children do not come to school, okay? And that needs to be enforced more. Now, a lot of the times, you might have a dilemma. The parents don't have control over their children. So what do? You're not going to physically abuse your child because then you can get charged. Do you lock them up? How do you cause your child, or how do you make your child go to school? So it is a big problem in society today. But it's only a problem because they did not start at a young age. They did not teach the child right from wrong or give that time and effort and energy towards children. Now, the unfortunate event is a lot of parents, being both, are working parents. So when their kids come home from school, They might be home alone, or they might be with somebody else, and the parents are always working. We lose sight as a society of the most important aspect of life, which is family.
For Dearborn, you said something about beliefs and morals. That's a big thing here in Dearborn, especially with it being an ethnic community. Fortson is mostly made of Arabs, I would say, and you being an Arab yourself, what do you think about the behavior that's going on here? It's for my family, it would not be acceptable. What do you think about it?
So I think it all starts. Honestly, from an Arabic ethnic background, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, whether you have no religion, I remember in elementary school, and I'm sure they still teach this, they teach integrity. They teach honesty. They teach all of the values that are supposed to be entrenched in humanity. But they can tell you that. But when you go home and your parents practice that with you, it makes a big difference. And I think now more than ever, regardless of your ethnicity, I think we're losing sight culturally in society of what's important, even for the growth of any child, because their moral compass is completely flawed now. I feel like they don't know right from wrong. I mean, honestly, it's the first time I hear, the TikTok slap the teacher thing, but that's ridiculous. My mom works at Dearborn Public Schools. I would be so offended if a student came and slapped my mom. And not just because she's my mom, but
she's a hardworking person.
She's
trying to make a living.
And she's trying to make a difference in their lives. The effort and energy that teachers and administrators and everybody in the educational system does for us is they're underpaid and undervalued. I don't think we understand the importance of these individuals. And I think that society has changed. And the only thing that we could do by getting better is refocusing on the infrastructure and what's important from the beginning.
I do believe people have taken things as, society has changed. People take everything as a joke, they take it as a trend. Anything that they see, they copy, they mimic. What are other things that might have serious legal complications that we might not know of? Anything that we see online, anything that we see a brother or a cousin or a friend doing?
So there's a fine line, and I think in general, you see somebody doing something and then you hesitate whether you should tell on them or not, right? Some people say snitches get stitches. Well, look what happened in Oxford. If there was, and I'm not saying this is a fact, but if there was somebody that knew that the young man, that teenager was thinking about committing an offense, and they could have stopped that, you could have saved a life. And if you could save a life, isn't that way more important than somebody painting the picture that you're a tattletale or you're a snitch or that you're telling on other people? I think I would probably move to the latter and say I would rather save a life. So I think if you see something wrong, tell that person. Talk to them. I think communication, and I always talk about communication. Communication is so lacking between people now, It's okay when you walk in the hall to say hi to somebody. It's okay to talk to one another. It's okay if you see somebody in school that doesn't have a lot of friends to go and talk to them. Because maybe they're feeling that way. Maybe they're feeling alone. Maybe they're feeling that nobody wants to be their friend or even communicate with them. And that within itself, inside of them, can kill them and cause them to do things that other people won't do. And I think people miss that fact.
You're such a well-spoken person, and as somebody that graduated from Fortson High School, it's nice to call you an alumni.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, I'm privileged to be here, and I think if we each one of us, from the students to the teachers to even adults like myself, can change or shake someone's heart to change their lives, I guarantee you they'll change 10 other lives. But we got to start with ourselves. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. We're done.